A rare visitor from beyond our solar system is swinging by, and astronomers around the world are watching closely.
Right now, millions of miles from Earth, something is defying physics. July 2025. An object enters our solar system from deep space. Third time in human history. But this one doesn't play by the rules. It accelerates with no engine. Then it splits. The fragments don't scatter like broken rock should. They hold formation, like a convoy, like they're being controlled.
Not long ago, talking about the strange object hurtling towards Earth, the 3-Eye Atlas.
The James Webb Telescope turns its eye. What it finds in the chemistry shouldn't exist. Scientists are calling it the WTF moment. Some are whispering about intelligence, others about hidden rivers of alien worlds flowing through our backyard. This isn't speculation anymore. This is 3-Eye Atlas, and what it's doing has never been seen before. The images are real. The data is confirmed. And the explanation will change how you see our place in the galaxy. July 1st, 2025. The Atlas Survey Telescope in Chile picks up a faint dot of light, moving fast. The team runs the preliminary numbers. Then they run them again. This object isn't orbiting our sun. It's passing through. The trajectory is clear. It came from interstellar space, deep space, the kind of distance that takes thousands of years to cross. Only the third time in human history we've confirmed something like this. First was Oumuamua in 2017, that cigar-shaped mystery that tumbled past us and left scientists arguing for years. Then Borisov in 2019. That one looked normal, acted like a regular comet. Astronomers breathed easier. Atlas was different from day one. The speed threw them off first, clocked at 26 to 30 kilometers per second, over 60,000 miles per hour. Sounds insane, but in cosmic terms, that's slow. Objects flung out of their home star systems by gravity slingshots should be screaming through space way faster. This thing was practically coasting, almost like it was riding something, an invisible current. The orbital guys got curious. They traced its path backward, ran simulations, years, centuries, trying to find where it came from. A pattern emerged. This wasn't some random rock that got lost. The trajectory suggested Atlas was part of what scientists call a dynamically cold interstellar stream. Fancy words for something simple. A river. A hidden river of objects flowing through the galaxy. All from the same birthplace. All moving together. If that math was right, Atlas wasn't a lone wanderer. It was the first one we spotted in a convoy. Within 72 hours, every major telescope pivoted. Hubble, Gemini North in Hawaii. And the crown jewel, the James Webb Space Telescope. All eyes on this visitor. Everyone wanted clean data, clear images, answers. The images started coming in. And that's when people noticed the other lights. Not the main body, not the tail. Separate points of light. Faint. But there. Multiple sources. And here's what made pulses quicken. They were keeping pace with Atlas. Moving with it as it raced through our neighborhood. What were they looking at? The forums lit up first. Amateur astronomers sharing enhanced images. Circling the anomalies. Zooming in. The question spread fast. Are these fragments or something else? When a comet breaks apart, physics is simple. The pieces fly off, scattered by the explosion, pulled by the sun's gravity in slightly different directions. Over millions of miles, they separate. Wide arcs. Different paths. These weren't separated, They were holding positions, relative to each other, relative to the main body. As Atlas moved, they moved. Professional observers started using a word that made everyone uncomfortable. Formation, not drifting, not scattering. Formation, flying. The speculation got loud. Social media exploded. Fleet, escort ships, coordinated craft. The rational voices pushed back hard. It's just a breakup. Natural fragmentation. But they couldn't explain the movement pattern. Gravity doesn't do this. When objects break apart in space, they don't maintain choreography, they don't stay in sync. Each piece follows its own trajectory based on its mass, velocity, and the angle it flew off at. The math is chaotic, scattering. This looked organized. One astronomer put it bluntly in a leaked email, "It mimics intelligence." That phrase went viral. And while the internet debated aliens versus ice chunks, another team was looking at something even stranger. Chemistry. What Atlas was actually made of. And that's where everything broke wide open. Remember Oumuamua? That 2017 visitor that still haunts scientists? As it left our solar system, it did something impossible. It accelerated, sped up. No visible engine, no gas jets. Just this mysterious push that defied every gravitational model. The speculation went wild. Light sail, alien probe, solar wind surfing. The leading normal theory was outgassing. Sunlight heats the object. Frozen gas turns to vapor. Those jets act like tiny rocket thrusters. Invisible engines pushing it forward. Problem was, nobody could prove it. Oumuamua was too far, too faint. We caught it too late. Now we're watching something more complex. Not one object accelerating, multiple objects. And they're all pushing in coordinated directions, staying in pattern. This is non-gravitational acceleration on a scale we've never witnessed. Think about what that means. For fragments to maintain formation, each piece would need to fire its thrusters at exactly the right moment, in exactly the right direction, with exactly the right force. How? Dead chunks of rock and ice don't communicate. They don't coordinate. To make this work naturally, you'd need each fragment to be identical. Same mass, same shape, same spin rate, same chemical composition. Gas jets in the exact same locations firing at the exact same intervals. The probability of that happening by random chance? Astronomically low, almost zero. This is what astronomers privately call the WTF moment. The observation that doesn't fit. The data that makes you question your instruments, your math, your sanity. It looks controlled. But here's what nobody was paying attention to while the internet screamed about alien convoys. A quieter team. Running spectroscopy analysis on the James Webb Space Telescope. Breaking down the chemical signature of the vapor coming off Atlas. The results came back on a Tuesday. And when the lead researcher saw the numbers, she reportedly said one word. Impossible. Not water, not rock, not anything we'd ever seen in a comet before. Something alien. Every comet we've ever studied has the same basic recipe. Water ice, lots of it, mixed with dust, rock, and trace amounts of other frozen gases. Dirty snowballs. That's what comets are. The James Webb Telescope analyzed the vapor trail streaming off Atlas. Barely any water. Instead, carbon dioxide. Massive amounts. The official measurement came back. 88% of all vapor detected was CO2. Let that number sit for a second. 88%. The highest carbon dioxide to water ratio ever recorded in any comet. Anywhere. Ever. This isn't a dirty snowball. It's a chunk of frozen dry ice screaming through space from another star system. And that shouldn't exist. Our solar system has temperature zones. Rules. Close to the sun, only rock and metal survive the heat. Farther out, where Earth sits, water ice can form. Push out to the outer planets, methane and ammonia freeze solid. But to get carbon dioxide to freeze into a comet core, you need extreme cold. Temperatures that never rise above -100 Fahrenheit. Ever. To build something this CO2-rich, it had to form in the deep freeze. Far from its star, maybe orbiting a red dwarf. A cold, dim star is nothing like our sun. Or maybe from a place we've only theorized about. The frigid outer edge of a planetary system operating by completely different rules. This isn't just a visitor passing through, it's a sample. A frozen artifact from a world we could never reach. Chemistry from a star system light years away. And this bizarre alien composition? It's not just weird. It's the engine. The key that unlocks the entire mystery of why these fragments are flying in formation. So let's get real. The headlines are screaming about an alien fleet. Crafts in military formation. Controlled acceleration. People are asking if this is it. The moment we've been waiting for. Here's what's actually happening. It's natural, almost certainly, but so rare, so bizarre, that it looks intelligent. The answer is carbon dioxide. Remember those powerful CO2 gas jets exploding off the surface? That's the invisible engine that pushed Oumuamua. We theorized about it back then. Now we're watching it happen in real time with Atlas. But here's the key. When Atlas broke apart, it didn't shatter into dead rocks. It fractured into multiple smaller chunks of that same explosive CO2 ice. Each fragment became its own mini comet. And as sunlight hits each piece, they all start firing their own gas jets. Now think about this carefully. They're all made of the exact same material, born from the same parent body, same chemical composition, same structure, same density. They're all responding to sunlight in the exact same way, at the exact same time. From our vantage point, millions of miles away, this creates an illusion, a stunning, eerie illusion. It's not a fleet of ships communicating to hold position. It's a group of identical icy fragments, all pushing themselves identically. One scientist described it perfectly. Formation flying through physics, not design. Those bright spots in the telescope images? Three things. Real CO2 fragments breaking off. Background stars that get smeared into streaks because the telescope is tracking the fast-moving comet, not the static sky. And simple imaging artifacts. Lens flares, digital noise. But the core phenomenon is real. The fragments are moving strangely. The acceleration is happening. The chemistry is confirmed. The engine is just natural. Explosive. Alien in origin, yes, but not artificial. Still, here's what should keep you up at night. If Atlas and its fragments are all here, all moving together, all from the same place, what does that say about where they came from? And what else is flowing through our solar system right now that we haven't detected yet? Because Atlas isn't alone. It's part of something much bigger. Remember that phrase from earlier? Dynamically cold interstellar stream? Here's what it actually means. Imagine a river, not water. Objects. Thousands of them. Maybe millions. All drifting through the galaxy together. Same speed. Same direction. Like a flock of birds frozen in flight across light years of space. They all came from the same place, born from the same cloud of gas and dust, billions of years ago, when their parent star system was young. Then something happened. A gravitational kick, a passing star, a giant planet's pull, and they got flung out, into the dark, into the space between stars. But they didn't scatter randomly. They stayed together, a cosmic convoy traveling through the galaxy for eons. Atlas and its fragments are the proof. The smoking gun. We're not seeing one random lonely visitor that got lost. We're flying through a hidden conveyor belt of alien worlds. Right now, our solar system is passing through a stream of debris born somewhere else. From a star we'll probably never see. This shatters everything. The solar system isn't an isolated island. It's swimming in a vast, invisible sea of interstellar material, and we never knew. But here's where it gets beautiful. These objects aren't just dead rock and ice. They carry the building blocks of life. Complex organic molecules, carbon compounds, amino acids, water, not in Atlas specifically, but in others like Borisov. Think about what that means for Earth. 4 billion years ago, our planet was a molten hellscape, barren, lifeless. Then it cooled, and somehow, life appeared. Where did the ingredients come from? Maybe from visitors exactly like this. Comets from other star systems crashing into our young world, seeding it, delivering the raw materials for biology, the carbon in your DNA, the water in your cells. Its journey might not have started here. It might have hitched a ride on an interstellar conveyor belt. And here's the thing that'll blow your mind. It works both ways. Right now, comets from our solar system are being flung out by Jupiter and Saturn's gravity, cast into deep space, beginning journeys that will last millions of years. One day, billions of years from now, they'll drift through someone else's solar system, past alien planets orbiting distant stars. The galaxy is constantly exchanging material. We're sharing atoms with star systems we'll never see. For all of human history, we thought we were alone, isolated. We were wrong the whole time. But if we were this blind until now, what changed? How did we suddenly start finding these visitors? 2017. We found Oumuamua. Complete shock. 1 in a million catch. 2019. Borisov. We got lucky twice. 2025. Atlas. Found by an automated survey system. We're getting better. But the game is about to change completely. The Vera Rubin Observatory, perched high in the Chilean mountains, goes online this year. This isn't just a bigger telescope. It's a massive digital eye designed to do one thing: scan the entire night sky, every few nights, over and over, mapping the changing universe in unprecedented detail. Once it's running at full capacity, scientists believe we'll stop finding 1 or 2 interstellar visitors by luck. We'll start finding dozens every single year. The trickle becomes a flood. We're going from explorers guessing in the dark to standing in front of a fire hose of discoveries. New chemistry, new trajectories, new streams we didn't know existed. Atlas is just ice, frozen CO2 from another world. Natural physics, creating the illusion of control. But it proves our solar system is a highway, a crossroads, material flowing through constantly. So here's the question nobody's asking yet. What if the next visitor isn't made of ice? What if the next object we detect is actually moving in formation on purpose? What if we've been watching the wrong things this whole time, and something else has already noticed us watching. The sky isn't empty. We just learned how to look.